Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. Caught girlfriend messing around with a guy she worked with needs support. My girlfriend, 21F, and I, 24M, had been together for 2 years before I found out she was messing with someone behind my back. I had used her phone to text my mom because my phone had died and I had no intention of going through her phone, but I saw a guy's name in her phone and the last message said something like "those drinks had me tipsy AF, and she always told me she doesn't have guy friends and she doesn't text guys like that, so I was curious as to what she was talking about. So I clicked on it and she had blown his phone up. She had sent a good 6 or 7 messages and he didn't reply to any of them. Then before those he was giving her dry replies and one-word answers, so I was wondering why she was continuing the conversation. Scrolled to the beginning of their messages and she texted him first. She kept complimenting him on his hair and how great it looked and kept saying she wanted to touch it and see it all the time. He made several advances towards her in the beginning, and the weird part is she didn't say yes but she didn't say no. He said things like, "Not gonna lie but I'm real good at massages, you can see my hair tonight if you want to, heard you have your own place, you should give me a tour." She only replied to the tour comment and said "lol I got you," so I was curious as to what was happened between them. I went to Snapchat and sure enough they texted there too. In those messages she randomly said, "Okay, I'm just gonna say it but you're really cute/adorable," so it was clear she was very into him. I got some opinions and they all said to leave her. It was basically, if she does this behind your back ain't no telling what she'll do in the future. Confronted her about it a week later and at first she tried to act like nothing happened, then I told her I knew everything, so to just be honest, then she slowly admitted to it bit by bit. She said she didn't want anything to happen, which is why she never let him come over. She said she did start to like his personality and pursued it because she likes the attention he gave her. All he ever told her was "you too" when she said he was cute, and apparently that was enough to make her feel like she was good looking. I told her I always compliment you, call you beautiful, and try to swipe up on your pics on Snapchat, because that's a big deal to her. Yet that still wasn't enough. She said the reason why she started to talk to him is because I didn't let her move in with me and I stopped screenshotting the pics she sent and didn't always swipe up on her pictures. She is a huge social media person and I'm not. She posts multiple Instagram pics a day and even more on Snapchat, and it just got tiring. She wanted to move in together, start a family, and get married all within the first year. I told her in the beginning I didn't want to do all those things until we had more money coming in individually, but mainly until we were further into the relationship. She told me she was okay with it in the beginning, and when she wanted to move in with me I said no because I wasn't ready yet, and she said okay, but she was never okay with anything I was doing. This, so she says, is why she started to talk to another guy. He however dropped her because apparently he ended up talking to someone else, so it just made her look worse. I broke up with her and she cried for a long time and said she was an idiot for what she did and it'll never happen again, and as much as I want to believe that, a part of me doesn't. She wants to get back together and so do I, because I love her, but that trust is gone that I had for her and her communication needs to improve drastically. Sorry for the long story, but any advice/support would be great. No, stay broken up. Too young, too immature, too much resentment. She can learn from this, or not, and be a better partner in the future. You can't ever forget this. And what would have happened if he reciprocated? That's what I always think about. What if he continued to talk to her? What if he kept making moves on her? She was pretty drunk that night. She blew his phone up and I'm sure something would have happened. Sounds like your plan B. Think of trust like a glass vase. Trust, like the vase, is shattered. You can try and piece it back together, and you might even be successful at it, but even if you do, it'll never be the same as it was before it was broken. Agree, she's very young and should learn to be more independent first, in regards to establishing herself before moving in, never mind getting married. She seems to be one of those people that enjoys the beginning of relationships, at least at 20 to 21. She's using social media to boost her self-worth because she doesn't have any. People without self-esteem are very vulnerable to cheating because they need someone else to validate themselves. If your self-worth doesn't come from yourself, no one else will be enough to fill that void. You got this. She failed girlfriend's basics. What? Her communication needs to improve? No, her character needs to change, which is nearly impossible. She has the my way or the highway approach towards relationships, which is being as entitled as it gets. I think this also causes a lot of reconciliations to fail. The BS, especially the young and immature ones, don't get what the real problem with their person is and reconcile while fixing the wrong/easy problem. Then some of them face it again the next week, some the next month, some the next year, and some decades later. Some never face it again, not always because it never happens again, but because the WS learned more, how to cheat better, from getting caught than the BS. Lol, they always try to justify it to themselves by saying it was your fault. The reason she cheated is because she finds him better looking and she's selfish, bottom line. Get that insecurity ridden mong out of your life pronto. She was trying to monkey branch and got caught in a mood swing. Run Forrest run. You're not compatible and she's a cheating liar. Better to move on now before you hit the investment stage. Sorry man. This will not end well if just simple compliments has your GF looking to cheat. Imagine if you had a house and kids only to find she is busy with a co-worker. Your GF is not marriage material. She blamed shifting her crappy choice on you by stating you would not let her move in, etc. If she had an issue with that, the adult thing to do is talk to you about it, not chase a co-worker. I would go grey rock, no contact. You will find another that has a life outside of Instagram, FB and whatever media they like to play with all day. Let me tell you, these apps are great for getting attention, which is exactly what your GF likes. Your praise and show of love meant nothing to her. Why bother any longer? So true. I've never really been into social media like that, and she is the exact opposite. She would put up a picture saying "I'm so ugly" on Snapchat, and she'd get guys to respond to her, and that would boost her confidence, I guess, but it was just her wanting/liking the attention. To be honest, I do feel bad for you, but hey, at least you caught it when you did. I'm sure if it went on any longer, she probably would have slept with him, but who knows? You certainly dodged a bullet, good job. For some perspective, both of you are quite young. What you are going through is the beginning of the musical chair game that will happen over the next decade. It's not that it's inconsequential what she's done, but it's not the end of either of your worlds. Take it as a learning experience and move on. There's a lot to experience and to grow from. Now, when something like this happens 20 years down the road, when you're married, have kids, and have built a life together, that'll be much different, and we'll talk then. Until then, enjoy youth and all of those around you, and don't get too stressed. You'll both do great. Dating and engagement are test drives for long-term relationships and marriage. UGF failed miserably. You are young, not married, no financial entanglements, drop her like a bomb and move on. The world is full of faithful ladies who won't cheat on you. So, why take a chance? Consider yourself lucky. She sounds very immature and self-absorbed. You made the right move by breaking up. Just stick to your guns and go back. Walking away is a skill, and it is a hot skill. You are 24. You are too damn young to get emotional scars that last a lifetime. That's more or less 60 years of emotional pain by giving so much for a loose girl. She is 21. It is not a super mature age, nor is it an age where infidelity is a grey area. If they start that young, it is just going to escalate, because there is no way that she would get less bored or less validated by you as time goes on. You already made a decision and you acted upon it. No regrets. If she is all that great, come back in 5 years and see if she is truly what she makes it out to be in your head. There are a million reasons in this story to call it quits with this person and never look back, but, in my opinion, she said the reason why she started to talk to him is because I didn't let her move in with me and I stopped screenshotting the pics she sent and didn't always swipe up on her pictures. She is a huge social media person and I'm not. Is the biggest of them all. This will never get better, bro. Just give thanks to the lords of chance that you dodged the bullet here, and move the duck on without a thought. Good luck. Lol, I love the nonsensical reasoning they always have for cheating. You didn't screenshot her Snapchat pics enough. That's like when my ex said she ducked multiple people because I would yell at me to lean back in the passenger seat when pulling out of the driveway so you could see. Apparently it made her feel so bad. The only thing that made it better was a three-way and a bunch of anal sex in our home when I wasn't there. But she still claims I abandoned her. Lol. Sorry, got a lot of built-up shit. Good luck. You made the right decision for both of you. You will be able to meet someone on your wavelength. She will learn that she needs to value her relationships and set boundaries lest she be single all her life. If you go back to her, all of that will be undone. Get back on the market and make you and someone else happy. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.